It could cost up to $400 billion to rebuild and reinforce Texas' crumbling water infrastructure. So Lubbock State Senator Charles Perry wants to start chipping away at that cost this year.
KCBD News Channel 11's Anthony Hall tells us what an investment now could do for preserving that critical resource for decades to come.
From frozen underground pipes to overloaded treatment systems. From replacing 2-inch joints to patching 30-inch main lines, Texas's aging water infrastructure is leaving more residents each year tapped out.
We have several systems that unfortunately are very antiquated, they're very old.
Old rural communities that haven't kept up with their infrastructure, and we've seen the consequences of that when we don't do maintenance on a continual basis.
The cheapest way to ensure more water for today is fix what we got today so it's not leaking.
That's why water industry leaders lobbied state lawmakers at the Water for Texas conference in Austin Thursday to seek out H2 opportunities and help agencies and governments across Texas do away with patch jobs.
We have a massive surplus, so we're able to invest in things that normally might not take priority.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Lubbock State Senator Charles Perry is the chairman of the committee in charge of these projects. He is asking budget writers to set aside $2 billion over the next 2 years to help small rural communities like the ones in our area replace or rebuild antiquated systems.
They're the ones that are financially strapped because of tax bases being lower than they should be or can be, or about the reality of their tax base.
To make matters more urgent, the rapid population growth in the state's urban and suburban areas is putting more demand on many systems that are old enough to collect retirement benefits.
Every single day we have another 1,000 people that call Texas home. There's half of that moves here, half of that natural growth. So with the growth that we have in the state of Texas, we have to continue to invest in our water infrastructure.
That's how you start your water supply conversation. Keep what you got longer and then go out and develop things that you haven't yet.
Representative Cody Harris says there is support in both chambers for these kinds of investments, even saying House Speaker Dade Phelan is wholly committed to water security this session. Anthony Hall, KCBD News Channel 11.